In this video, I will share how I traded a 20x reward on my position using a strategy that is so simple that even beginners can easily use it. Right here, you can see my opening position, which is around $16 mark, and now the stock is around $26 mark. By any means, that's a huge gain for a small risk that I set at the beginning. The stock I am covering today is D-Wave Quantum, which is a popular quantum computing stock. Well, most traders only identify the move when the swing is already happening, and then by the time they complete the analysis, it is too late to catch the move. Let's take a step back to where it all began. I am using this strategy in a trend reversal setup. After a pretty steep drop, the price found support and just stabilized at this level, making sideways moves. But when I looked closely, I could clearly see the converging pattern forming. And that's always a sign that when a price is compressing like this, means a breakout is building up. One thing I get asked a lot is that how do I decide which strategy to apply since there are so many of them? Every situation can require a different strategy. To be honest, I don't rebuild my charts every time. I actually save my strategies as templates on the platform. That way, whenever I spawn a particular potential setup, I can just load the exact strategy I want to use with one click, or I can try out a few different ones to see which one suits best for that situation. For this trade, I am pulling up my 3 EMA template. First, let's start by just adding the 50 EMA on the chart. A lot of people only care about whether the price is above or below the line. But what I've learned is that the slope of the EMA itself is just as important. As we can see here, at first the price kept poking above, later on below the 50 EMA line. But then let's move our focus to the 50 EMA line itself. And here we can see that initially the line was either flat or slightly declining. But then at this point the price clearly shows a breakout where the price is cleanly above the 50 EMA line. And at the same time, the 50 EMA is showing a strong slope upwards. Now this is a big signal because this price is now moving upward, that it's pulling the entire move. Let's turn on the 9 EMA and 21 EMA. Initially, they are under the 50 EMA, but as we can see closely, they are almost getting ready for a crossover. Once the crossover is complete and the 9 EMA and 21 EMA both move above the 50 EMA line, this is now our signal that the price is gradually moving upwards and building momentum. As long as 9 EMA and 21 EMA both stay above the 50 EMA, our move is intact. While this provides us a signal that the momentum is now built up, our decision is not based on EMA alone. A series of bullish candles on the Heikin Ashi. That combination, along with the EMA crossover, is the sign that we need. And that's when I pulled up the trade at $15.80 mark, with my stop loss just below $15.30. From here onwards, on the hourly chart, I will just keep on monitoring. As long as the price stays above the 50 EMA and the slope of the EMA is either flat or rising, I will hold my position. For me, that's the anchor. As long as that condition is true, I don't need to be worried about the trade or it collapsing all of a sudden. If it does, my stop loss will protect me. Now I will pull in a couple more indicators for Confluence. The SuperTrend indicator. This gives me the confidence to hold even when the price is slightly wobbling. And along with the CCI indicator, the picture is even more clear. Every time the SuperTrend will hold and the CCI will stay in the supportive zone, I will just hold the trade. Finally, when both of them flipped and the momentum started breaking, plus the Heikin Ashi broke below the EMA line, at that point I closed 60% of my position, locking in the bulk of the gains. So now, as you can see, from a $15.80 entry position to a $26 mark with a 50-cent risk, that's how I ended up with a 20-to-1 risk to reward ratio. I hope you liked this video and found this strategy to be really simple. Please leave your questions or thoughts in the comments.